What's going on, guys? This is Josh back again, along with Mike, and we are on episode 2 of the Cynical Pixel Show.
Welcome, and welcome to all of our new listeners and anyone that has followed us since the old days.
Yeah, we just posted that video up on the Shark and Pixel Show channel tonight on YouTube, and so we're hoping that some of you guys listening right now are here from over there from back in the day, but we're going to have a little old school treat for you on this episode.
Yeah, we're going to bring back one of our old segments that we used to have fun doing, and we hope you guys will like listening to.
Yeah. So we'll reveal that in a little bit, but yeah, let's just kick it off. Try to make it a little less long-winded than last episode.
It actually wasn't too bad. I was impressed with our. I don't know. We didn't ramble as much as I thought we did.
Yeah, no, I thought we were talking forever, but I think it's because we were on Skype for like an hour prior to actually recording. So yeah, I actually did listen back. I'm actually thoroughly happy with how it came out. I was surprised actually.
Yeah, be sure to go to our. We have a Facebook page. You said.
Yeah. Just started it up today actually.
Yeah, give them the address so they can tell us how bad we suck.
I don't have it on the top of my head. It's some long.
Oh my god.
It's some long bullshit. But
it's such rookie bullshit. Come on, you gotta have the fucking name of the page.
Winning. Fail.
Jesus Christ.
No, but if you go over to, if you guys know the Shark and Pixel channel, I did provide a link in the video description. The video is titled Shark and Pixel Podcast. And I think if you just go onto Facebook and just look up in the search block and just put down the Cynical Pixel Show, it should give you the Facebook. You'll see our little Sonic the Hedgehog logo. And you just head over there, excuse me, and click the like button. And obviously you'll be able to get all the updates from us and basically leave comments and everything else, and all the stuff that we're looking for, which is feedback from you guys. So
I find it pretty ironic that our mascot is like the poster child for like every shitty game from the last 10 years.
Yeah, I actually only chose that just because I was looking for a cynical video game character, and he always looks pissed off in that picture where he's waiting for you to move him across the screen when you leave him sitting there too long.
Yeah, you're right about that. Actually.
Yeah, so like I was like, I need a pissed off video game character, and first thing I thought of was Sonic when he got pissed that he was just standing in place for too long. So
actually, Sonic Generations was pretty damn good.
I haven't tried it yet.
Although the last boss pissed me off so bad that I just gave up.
I heard it was really frustrating. I
liked that game. I'm thinking about buying it actually.
Yeah, I need to rent it at the very least. But yeah, so yeah, Facebook page is up and running. I believe I just posted something on there today that I had talked to Mike. I had talked to you earlier about, and it was starting up a question and answer section on the show. Yeah. And obviously, since it's not a live show where we can't get people calling in and stuff, I figured, like, basically a week ahead of time, I can post up. Like, the one I posted today was leave your questions and comments for episode 3. And that way it gives people like a good week to 2 weeks or so to get their questions in, and then we can kind of pick through them and find the ones that we want to answer.
I would actually love to have a guest at some point too. Get some guest speakers on here. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you guys are aware, but we actually record this via Skype because we're across the country from each other. So it'd be really extremely easy to have a third person come in. If you guys have a YouTube channel you want to plug, if you have a podcast you want to plug, or if you just want to come on and just talk video games with us. I mean, that'd be really, really cool to start having a guest, different guest every week.
All you have to do is send us $100 or a couple video games, and you can get right on.
I was thinking more like maybe $400 or $500, but all right, $100 sounds good. But yeah, so I mean, that's definitely something we could introduce as well, and we're just trying to think of different ways to innovate and to make it just evolve over the course of time. Obviously, last week was our first try at it, and we're gonna keep changing some stuff up and just kind of just keep messing around with it till we get like the exact formula that we want to have. So, but yeah, I did post up a thing on the Facebook page. If you guys go over there, click the like button and just leave some questions and comments, and we're gonna go through those and pick some out for episode 3. We're gonna have a question and answer section and kind of try to, I guess, like bring you guys closer to us, so to speak, and kind of like bring us together and make it a little bit more interactive rather than just listening to us talk. So makes it a little bit more fun, I think, for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So so that's kind of just like a little bit of an update. If if you want, we'll hit up the what you playing section.
Sure.
I think you probably have more than me, so I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, a game came out a couple weeks ago that I had only heard the name of and didn't know much else about it. And it wasn't until I started reading some of the reviews and seeing some video of it that it really piqued my interest. But I'm talking about Asura's Wrath by Capcom.
Right.
And I originally wasn't going to buy this game because I heard it was really short. And pretty much it's just one big QuickTime event. So I was thinking I was just going to rent it maybe and try it out. But I really like games like this that try something different. And
It sounds like
I
a
really
win
want,
to me.
huh?
Sounds like a win to me.
Yeah, so I really wanted to try and support it. So I tried it in a couple games and used a coupon, and I picked it up, and it's really, really fun. It does have a lot of QuickTime events. It's almost more of like an interactive movie than anything else. There are like some arena fighting portions and some on rails shooting sections, but the main bulk of the game, I'd say maybe like 60 or 70% of the game is cutscenes with QuickTime events. But what happens in these QuickTime events is pretty insane. Like you're fighting bosses that are the sizes of planets, and I'm actually playing it right now as I speak to you. It's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
But it's really, really fun. You can beat it in about 6 or 7 hours. I think I'm right towards the end, and I'm right about, I think, around the 5 or 6 hour mark.
That sounds good. I like a short game every so often.
Yeah, it's just really cool. And if nothing else, at least rent it and give it a try, because especially if you're like an anime fan. I'm really not, but I just like some of the over the top action sequences in this game. I just think it does some really, really interesting things.
Yeah.
The voice acting is really cool. It's just real cheesy. It's just about like, it's this one dude has like a sword that goes through the entire world, and it's just like
it's kind of cool.
It's just so over the top. There's actually a demo on Xbox Live, and they let you play 2 levels that are actually some of the better levels in the game, and it gives you a real good idea of what kind of game it is. So, if my little speech on this has piqued your interest, go on to Xbox Live Marketplace, download the demo, and give it a try. I think it's definitely worth a purchase if you're one of those people like me that likes to support games that are kind of left of center and aren't going to sell 8 billion copies, like Call of Duty or anything like that.
Yeah, it sounds like something that actually interests me a little bit.
Yeah, it's really cool. You should totally rent it.
Yeah, I'm going to gamefly that one.
The overkill with QuickTime events actually reminds me of that game Ninja Blade, if any of you played that. Ninja Blade had really over-the-top cinematics as well, with tons of QuickTime events, and it really, really reminds me of that game. Only I like this better, actually, because, I don't know, it's a little bit more streamlined, and you don't have as many frustrating bullshit parts as that game did. But, yeah, Asura's Wrath is awesome. So I've been playing that, and I've been playing more of my Vita. I've been busting out lots of Uncharted, which is a lot of fun, but it does feel like a poor man's version of the console games. There's no big set pieces, and some of the tacked on Vita features, like using it to move around like a camera and touch screen stuff, it feels kind of tacked on and stupid, but it's still a great experience for a portable game, and I'm really enjoying it. So.
I was actually kind of scared. They were making like such a big deal at E3 about like, here's Uncharted. Look, you can just touch where you want them to go, and I'm thinking like, I actually didn't like the idea.
Yeah, I've tried that a couple of times, but I just usually play it like normal.
I'm glad they at least give you the option.
Yeah, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But there is some mini games that you have no option. You have to use the touchscreen.
Ugh.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had to like rub like dirt off of like an artifact, or I don't know.
It seems so DS to me.
Yeah, just like the original DS games when they first came out, they were all trying to shoehorn in all these microphone functions.
Yeah, you had to like blow in the microphone, like I don't know. It's just
yeah. I mean, who thinks that that's fun? Who wants to be on a bus blowing into their gaming system, looking like a total idiot?
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah,
so that's what I've been hitting up.
That's cool. For me, it's really just been. I haven't really gotten anything new, but you'd be proud of me. I actually have been hitting up Yakuza 4.
About time.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize how long it actually had been since I played it. I loaded it up last night, actually, and I was like, all right, let me load up my save game. And, dude, it was, no lie, I think it was 11 months ago.
I don't doubt that at all.
Like I played it for like a month after it came out,
Yeah,
saved it.
March, yeah.
Yeah, it came out in March. My last save game was April of 2011, and I hadn't I hadn't played it since. I'm
I
like
don't doubt it one
that's a
bit.
travesty. So
I know.
so I busted it out. I think I'm towards the end of the first guy, honestly. I think. I don't know. I'm still as that lone shark guy. It's still in the boring, annoying part of it, but
Yeah, right when you get past the loan shark guy, it gets a lot more fun.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to power through that first guy just to I just got past the part where the girl that works with you or for you or whatever, she got pistol whipped.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, so I just got past that, and then I had chased after like a they kidnapped the young kid that was in the office with her, and I just got him back. So
Spoilers, by the way.
yeah, well, I mean, crap. If you haven't played it now, I mean, if you're not as far as I am at this point, you guys are even worse than me.
Spoilers.
Spoiler. So yeah, but I think I'm getting towards the end of that portion of the game, just by how the story feels like it's going and moving. But
Yeah.
so I'm actually really hooked. I may actually bust it out after we're done recording here,
Good.
and
I'm glad.
yeah, no, I'm really trying to get through it, because it's just been a fail for me this past year.
Yeah, it's weird. Just you have no interest.
I love that game so it's funny because once I play it, I get so hooked on it that I play it so much, and then if I ever get sidetracked, it's hard for me to go back.
Yeah,
And
I understand that.
yeah, once like I said, like I was thinking about it all day at work today. I'm like, I want to play Yakuza.
Yeah,
So
those games really suck me in. I love them.
yeah. So I've been hitting up that as far as like consoles. Xbox, I hit up as weird as this is, Sega Superstar Tennis.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, it was just I saw it sitting on my shelf, and I think I picked it up for like $5 at GameStop like a couple months ago, and I don't think I ever busted it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just in the mood for a lighthearted game that I don't have to think about. The character like tennis games like Mario Tennis and stuff are always a good time. I always have fun with those. Like Mario Golf, I think it was on the GameCube or 64,
Yeah.
one of the two, and I just always have a good time with that, and it's just a good like pickup game that you just don't have to think about and just kind of chill for a little bit. So I played some tennis. I played a Sonic, and probably got maybe 5 6 achievements out of it because it's one of those easy achievement games.
I know the
And
guy from Shenmue was in the kart racing game. Is he in the tennis game?
no, what's his name? Ryu?
Rio, yeah.
Yeah, Rio. Yeah, yeah, he was in the racing game. Yeah, he actually raced a forklift.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy that game just for that, but
Yeah, I
I
have
don't
it.
know. I still haven't bought it.
Yeah, I have it here. I haven't played a lot of it, but it's actually a really good game. It plays a lot like a Mario Kart does.
I don't like Mario Kart either, though.
Well, you probably wouldn't like it then.
Yeah, no, that's why I haven't bought it.
Yeah, but I actually was hoping he was going to be in it. But there's a bunch of unlockable characters that I haven't unlocked yet because I have only played it for like maybe an hour the other day. But um, I know it's like Sonic, Tails. I want to say Knuckles is in it. That pink hedgehog, I think it's like Amy or something like that.
Oh, I have no clue.
Yeah, I mean, I unlocked the pink hedgehog, and then
All those ancillary Sonic characters are just a waste of time.
it's like Sonic, but it's pink and it's
So lame.
and stupid. But I know that there's a couple of characters. There's a character from Space Channel 5 in that game. The girl.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. And Super Monkey Ball. I think there's a couple of characters. And who's the other one? Oh, from Jet Grind Radio. There's a
Oh,
couple.
cool.
There's a couple characters from there in the tennis game. So, and actually they have different tennis courts and stages based on like the world that they came out of. So like you can play in like the Sonic boards. So the tennis court actually has like little like rings all around it and stuff. And then like they have a Space Channel 5 board. They have like a monkey ball board. Like it's pretty neat. It's cool that like all the different stadiums are themed after the games that the characters came from.
So cool if there was like a Shenmue board. I'd
know.
so freak out over that.
That'd be great. Yeah, like on the loading docks or something.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
That'd be really cool. Yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, there's characters I haven't unlocked yet, so I'm not really sure
Yeah,
if that's going to be an option. So, but yeah, so I played that, and then pretty much the rest of the week, I think I was just hitting up my same thing, the retro, the Dingo emulator.
Oh man.
I love that thing. Honestly, I mean, obviously, I didn't like it at first because the first one broke on me, but like ever since I got one that works well, It's just so convenient to bring with you, just in your pocket, so small. And I actually I played Contra. I went on break at work, and I get a half an hour break, and I loaded up the original Contra from the NES, and I actually beat it on my break.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
cool.
like I played the entire game from front to back on break and beat the entire thing. It's like Red Falcon has been destroyed, and I'm like, sweet. So
Wow.
yeah, I played the Contra, and then the only other game I've been playing a lot is Snow Brothers, which is a rare game. I actually don't even have the original cartridge for that because it's like $80 or $90.
Yeah, I remember hearing that was really rare.
It is. It's a very bubble bobble type game.
For those of you that don't know, Josh has an extensive NES collection. It's very, very impressive.
It's a sickness. Yeah, I'm looking at it now actually. I think I am over 400 cartridges right now.
Yeah, he's going for every NES game. I'm going for every Dreamcast game.
Yeah, that's our two favorite consoles. In case you guys have yet to officially meet us, and know us. So I obviously, as an NES collector, I hit a lot of flea markets and try to find the best deals I can find on these games. And I'm looking at, I think at last count I had like a little over 400. And it doesn't. I'm not trying to get the homebrews. I'm not trying to get the imports. Just basically North American releases that were on store shelves. Because I mean, you could try to get every single game ever made, and you're going to go nuts trying to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I have the retro game emulators, because I like to try to bring a lot of my NES games on the go with me. And so I hit up Contra and Snow Brothers pretty much this week, and I'm actually up to because you can save in the middle of your game on that. I'm still on my first playthrough on Snow Brothers. I haven't used the continue yet, and I'm on like the 19th or 20th stage.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not really sure why. I mean, I'm going to eventually have to pay the money for that game because I need it for the collection, but I'm not really sure why it's a fun game. I can't understand why it's so rare and so sought after.
I've never played it.
It's basically, if you've played Bubble Bobble, it's pretty much the same thing. Instead of shooting bubbles out of your mouth, you're shooting like little snow pellets at people and making them into snowballs, and then you just kill them that way, and then they drop stuff.
Which one came out first?
Oh, that's a good question.
I want to know which one copied the other one.
I'm almost positive that Bubble Bobble was first, because they had a Bubble Bobble 2, and I think the reason why Snow Brothers is actually so rare is because it came out at the end of the lifespan of the NES. So it wasn't on sale for as long or being produced as long as other games had the opportunity to do. That's
what are
why
we talking about right now? Are we on what you playing still?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. Because I was talking about the NES games I was playing on the emulator. So.
All right, cool.
But yeah, I mean, the games like Contra Hardcore, I actually just landed a box copy of that. Was it Hardcore? No, Contra Force. Sorry, Contra Hardcore was for I think Super Nintendo or one of those, or Genesis. But yeah, Contra Force actually was the last Contra game for the NES, and it was like it's one of like the rarest Contra games because it came out in like 94, 95, something like that. So like the games that came out in that time frame were all rare because they were on production for like 6 months and then they pulled everything.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I think that's why Snow Brothers gets the price it does. But it's a fun game.
Cool.
It's just not like anything to go nuts over.
I have such a hard time going back and playing NES games now. Like, I appreciate them, and I know that games wouldn't be where they are today without them. But
Right.
like, I don't know. So many of them are just so poorly designed.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because that's the one system. That's the one system I can turn on, and like if I go back and play N64 and put like GoldenEye in, I look at it as like, dear God, like how did I ever play this?
Right. Yeah.
And because like the graphics just didn't age well, the gameplay was just terrible in comparison to what we're used to now. When I go back to NES games, I mean there are a lot of unplayable games. Like the control scheme is just terrible, and everything else. But like I never really get that same feeling with an NES game because like I love the classic graphics and the classic music. I mean, I don't know. I don't get that stale feeling from NES as I do from like any other old console.
Well, I think part of it too is like back in the day they were making NES games. There was not really the internet or game reviews like there are today. So
Right.
game developers got away with murder, making shit like that Back to the Future game.
Oh
and like,
God, yeah.
I I mean, some of those like movie tie-in games are like crimes against
Terrible.
humanity.
Yeah,
Like
they're absolutely terrible.
yeah, and I mean, because of that, I think that the quality of the games totally suffered because I knew like it's got the Back to the Future, picture on it. It's gonna sell,
Yep.
And
And
then
I would have
gems
bought it
like
back
River
then.
City Ransom come out and
Oh, and
totally totally raise the bar for what's a good NES game. And
yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's crazy because and like, games like that didn't get the recognition they deserved in their heyday,
yeah,
and
it just
people.
seems like um, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
even know where I'm going with
I don't know.
this.
I don't know. It's crazy. Like, and they actually have Back to the Future like 2 and 3 on a NES cart.
Yeah, I heard those are really bad.
I have them. I busted the first one. It was so bad that I found the number 2 and 3 and I bought them for the collection, but I never played them because I didn't want to put myself through that.
Yeah, I heard they're bad.
Yeah, I mean I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. I mean that's probably either my top or number 2 like series of movies of all time, and I can't play them. I mean, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah,
It's terrible. But
yeah.
anyway, so that's pretty much what I was playing. Just a
Cool.
couple of current gen games, and then the emulator. So nothing really exciting other than the fact I'm really excited and stoked about Yakuza 4 coming back into my life.
Yeah, I'm glad you're playing it again.
Yeah, definitely. So so that's gonna wrap it up, guys. That's what we've been playing this past week. I guess next we'll hit up the little surprise for our old school audience and for those of you who are new to our show and our ideas. We're going to be doing or bringing back the Metacritic little contest or whatever you want to call it. Basically, what we do is we look at a month ahead, basically. So right now we're looking at March of 2012, and we look at the major releases coming out and try to predict a score. And Metacritic bases their scores 0 to 100. So basically, like if a game gets a 10, it would be obviously 100, and we try to predict it, and we kind of just have a contest with each other, and over a couple months, and we total and tally the scores, and whoever wins kind of has bragging rights, basically.
Yeah, and
So
we want you guys to play along too. So
yeah,
what I would recommend doing is write down what your guesses would be. So we're gonna bring up a game like Mass Effect 3 is pretty much going to be a given. We're gonna talk about that one. So
right,
write down what you think the Metacritic score will be for that. So
right, yeah,
if you
from
think,
0 to 100.
if you think it's going to get tens from every single publication, just say 100. If you think it's going to get a 50, then just write a 50. And then in the coming weeks when we have our results video, you can see how you did.
Right, yeah, and then also on our Facebook page, I'll also post it up as far as the current standings. And if you guys are part of the Facebook fan page, you guys can actually leave comments on that post and let us know how you're doing. Like if we both have, let's say, if I'm winning, let's say 17-16 or something, and you guys have like 20. Or something like that, in comparison, let us know. Let us know if you're kicking our asses,
Yeah, that'd be
'Cause
cool.
we're definitely not experts. We just kind of, take some guesses and just educated guesses, basically. So,
I think the thing that I like the most about this little game that we play is that it's also trying to predict like the tendencies of the critic community.
right.
Like
Yep.
we know that like I love the Dynasty Warrior games, but I
Mhm.
know that critics do not feel the same way.
They're going to give it like a 7.
Yeah, so I know that certain games we're going to have to kind of predict what kind of feelings they're going to have, and put our feelings aside and just try and predict what they're going to say.
Right.
Because that like certain publications like IGN and One Up, they have different tendencies to what kind of scores they give. So
Yeah.
it just makes it a little bit more fun.
And a prime example of that is actually like any Yakuza game. We were just talking about this prior to recording.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
The critics between Yakuza 1 on the PS2 and the latest Yakuza 4 on PS3, they average about a 77 or so. Now, me personally, if I were to just put my personal feelings into it, I'm going to say like 88 to a 90 because I just love that. I just love all the games. But
Right.
we have to base it based upon what we feel they're going to actually give it. So anyway, we're going to kick it off. We have, let's see, what do we have? 6 games. So we're going to kick it off. I already have my scores written down, and
I don't. I'm just going to wing it.
I think
so
Mike's going to wing it, and
I'll wing it with all of you listening at home.
yeah, exactly. So first game we're going to hit up. Actually, it released today, and That game is Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, the first one I played and it was okay,
I wasn't a big
but
fan.
yeah, the second one was a lot better. So
I never played
uh,
2 because I hated 1 so much.
yeah, two was a really great game.
Yeah, I'm,
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna
I'm
pick it up
probably gonna wait
soon.
on picking up three, but
Yeah,
pretty much as far as the scores go, I'm gonna say it's gonna be good.
yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna guess a 93.
Okay. I was along the same lines. I had written down 94.
Okay, so we're pretty close.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna get nines. You know that. It's gonna be
And
in
it
the
works.
nines.
And I can't remember, how does it work if it's whoever gets closest without going over, right?
No, just whoever gets closer. So
Okay.
in this instance, like obviously if it's a 95, I would get it because I'm one above you. If it's a 92, you would get it because you're because obviously if it's below, like I don't want to screw you over like that. So it's just whoever gets closer. Forget the going
All
over
right.
thing.
I think I was thinking of like Price is Right
Yeah.
rules or something.
Bum, bum,
I
ba-dum.
I bid $1, please.
Yeah. I give every game a 1.
He'd probably win.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, we'll just do closest in general. So I mean, if
All right,
if
cool.
it's a
So
92, then you would get it.
cool. So everyone
So
at home, guess your Metacritic prediction for
yeah,
Mass Effect 3.
right. So all right. So Mass Effect 3, 94 for me, 93 for you. Hopefully it gets like a 96, so I can kick your ass. But whatever.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, second game. I have Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and
All right, now this is where it gets tricky.
because we both really hate fighters.
Yeah, and we don't really know anything about Street Fighter
No.
or Tekken, so
No.
this is gonna be purely
I can hear Jumble Junkie cringing right now.
pure guess.
He is a fighter-aholic.
I just don't see the appeal of those games.
I can't
Like,
I can't get into
fight
them.
someone. Okay, cool. Now fight someone again.
I-
Like,
It's
I don't know. Like, at least if you're playing like a brawler, you can like choose like how to like approach like a big group of people or something. Like,
right.
when it's one-on-one, I'm like, I guess I'll go up to you and
I'll jump and kick you in the face.
yeah. And just like learning a character sounds so boring to me. But anyway,
Hadouken.
go ahead and do yours first this time.
Actually, real quick side story. We actually almost named this show the Button Mashers podcast, and that was mainly because when we played fighters, we were always the guys who would just mash one button and beat everybody because
Yeah,
we didn't actually want to
clear.
learn the fighting system. So, and I know the people who actually put the time to learn the games always hated the Button Mashers, so we wanted to call ourselves that. But unfortunately, there was already a podcast called that.
Yeah,
It just
sucks.
reminded me of that story. So, but yeah. Anyway, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I am straight guessing on this. I have no friggin' idea. I just
neither.
put down an 87. I just think when they're crossing two popular worlds in the in the fighting genre, I think it's going to be well received. So,
I'm not as hopeful. I'm gonna say 80.
okay, that's cool. I like when we vary like that. That's cool.
I don't think it's gonna be that good.
I mean, for their sake, I hope it does. I really don't care either way. So,
I think it's gonna have. I think it's gonna be light on modes. It's gonna have very few modes.
yeah, probably. Although Mortal
guessing.
Kombat was pretty good. I have to give that one to.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, I mean they actually had a lot of good modes and stuff, and it was pretty impressive. So I mean, you never know. So, what the hell? So yeah, I mean, like I said, I really don't care if it does well or not. I know there's a lot of fighting fans out there, but I'm not one of them.
Yeah, me
So,
neither.
all right. So, take this time, write down your scores, everyone at home. We actually had a nice varying point of view on that game. That's kind of cool.
Kinda.
Yeah. All right. Next game up is MLB 12 The Show for the PS3. These games typically always score pretty well.
They've been the best baseball game for
Right,
years.
yeah, and rightfully so. They deserve to score well. They're just absolutely picture perfect baseball games.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an 88 for me.
It's funny. I actually I wrote down. I can't speak. I wrote down 90.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's probably a 9 out of 10. That could be a little high. I could have screwed that one up, but
Well, no, they're always good. So.
they're always a good game. I mean, regardless. I mean, they've forced how many different franchises to basically stop making baseball
Yeah.
games. And the 2K series, I don't know why they're even bothering to continue making games. They're putting out 2K12 this year, and I'm not
Nobody
really sure.
cares.
I loved the 2K series back in, I would say up through maybe 2K6, 2K7. I really, really loved that franchise, and they always did them well, and it felt good. It felt so much better than anything else that was out there. And then, dude, I don't know what happened to 2K Sports, but in 2K8, It was the biggest pile of dog shit I've ever put into my Xbox.
Yeah, I remember you saying it was really bad.
Dude, I got it for $2 off of GameFly because it was like on sale for like $7.99 or something. And I had a $5 coupon, and I felt like I got ripped off.
Oh, it was that one.
Yeah, yeah. And then I was like, well, maybe it was just a bad year, so I actually went and bought 2K9. Again, always used, so because I was real wary at that point, and it was a even bigger pile of dog crap. So I was like, all right, I'm done with you guys. Like, I can't spend any more money with 2K Sports on this franchise, and that's pretty much when I got into the show. I think a year after, I think 10 had been out, and I got '09, and I started playing that, and there's no looking back at that point.
It's a cool side note, but they're going to be releasing the Vita game as well, and they're going to bundle it because they're doing that whole
that is pretty cool
cross-play, so you can get the $60 PS3 game and the $40 Vita game for $80. So you can get $20 off if you buy them both in a bundle.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
And I think it's the first game for the Vita that you can actually do like a cloud save, so you can actually play your PS3 version at home and then play the same game or same season on your Vita on the go, which is pretty awesome. I'm thinking I might do that because this just seems so cool.
I would. If I had a Vita, I'd be all over that. Absolutely.
So I'm not sure if I want to spend $80 on a fucking baseball game, but
yeah, but I mean, if I pick up 12, we can always play it online and stuff too.
Right. Yeah.
At least
so.
At least on the PS3. I mean, I don't
so
have
anyway,
a
if
Vita.
you guys are baseball fans and you don't have a PS3, that would be like a reason to buy one. Like,
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
there's really not a comparable baseball game on the 360.
Yeah. No way in hell.
Yeah, this show is pretty much where it's at. So
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
I said let's see. So I said 88. You said 90.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Next game is one that we've both been looking forward to every year, and that's the next Yakuza, and that's Yakuza Dead Souls.
This one's a little bit different because it's dealing with zombies. So
It's going to be a
I'm
little bit more well
scared.
received, I think.
It's gonna be what?
I think it's going to be more well received because of the fact that they put zombies in there.
See, I don't.
Uh-oh.
I think it's gonna be less received.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it as the Yakuzas up until this point have averaged in the high 70s, and I think because of the fact that it's a zombie type shooter game, and shooters are hot with the masses, unfortunately, and zombies are hot with the masses, unfortunately. So I think you combine the two of those together, I think it'll take basically, their average high 70s, and I stuck it at an 82.
Wow, I'm at a 66, man.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Because let me give you my reasons
All
before you
right.
start shitting on
All
me.
right, let me tell you. I'll take a drink of Code Red so I don't interrupt.
Okay, check me out.
Go ahead.
Okay, in the Yakuza games, when you used a gun, did it feel good?
No, it's a beat 'em up.
It was fucking awful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same developer doing shooting with that same control scheme. I don't know.
I don't know. I would hope they would have thought of that ahead of time. Being it's shooting based, you would hope that they would put some work into that.
Plus, our society loves first person shooters. This is going to be third.
Third person. That's true.
And their
I'll give you that one.
controls have not been known for being spot on. I don't know. I think that part of the reason why it did score well before was because of the modern urban setting and the story. With
Right.
this zombie thing and the controls, I'm not optimistic. I hope it is good. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
I'll be picking that up
I really
day
want
one.
I really want it to be good, but yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to see. That's definitely going to be a clear cut winner on that game.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's
We'd be
interesting.
interested. I'd be really interested to hear what our listeners think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. At the very least, if you guys don't want to play along for the whole thing, just let us know what you think people are gonna take, or what kind of score they're going to be giving out for Yakuza Dead Souls, because that's a game that is close to both of our hearts, and I know
You can
we're-
have like mad bragging rights if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Or if you're right.
if you hit a little bit more spot on than we do, yeah. So yeah, Yakuza Dead Souls, I have it at an 82. You have it at 66. Wow,
I do,
That's,
yeah.
that's blowing my mind.
I don't know.
Nah, dude, you may be spot on. It may be like a 68 or something like that, and I'm just stupid and way off. I looked at it from just the point of view of the fact that it's a zombies and it's a shooter, and those two things are so hot right now.
Well, that's part of the fun too, is that we're like totally guessing. You know,
Yeah.
it could be amazing and everybody could love it, but
Sure.
we're
Or it
just
could be.
I'm just using the gun controls from the previous Yakuza games
Yeah.
as a big hint.
Well, it's
So,
funny because I don't remember using a gun prior to actually yesterday when I was playing Yakuza 4 and I hit that boss battle.
yeah, they're fucking terrible.
Oh, it was. I just
I
button
would-
mashed and I
yeah,
ended up
I
shooting
would
them.
never pick up a gun unless like there was no other option.
I didn't mean to actually. The guy, I'm trying to think of who it was. The guy who came through the door, or you went through the door. He had a gun, and then you beat him up, and then he comes back with a chainsaw.
Oh, I don't remember.
And the Lone Shark chapter, so to speak, or whatever.
A long time ago since I played that.
Yeah, but he comes through with a gun, and I beat the shit out of him, and he drops the gun and runs, and then I went to pick up like a sofa or something to hit him with, and I picked up the gun. I'm like, how do I drop it?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want this piece of shit, but I ended up killing him with the gun, so it was all good. But all right, so cool. Next game up is Silent Hill Downpour.
Now, the Silent Hill games have been declining in quality ever since
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
Really, like, I think some people liked 3, but I really hated 3. So 4 was pretty bad. Homecoming was bad.
I think Homecoming was the lowest scoring one.
Yeah, I think that was the newest one too.
Yeah.
Well, besides the one that I can't remember the name for, that was out for the Wii and the PSP. I can't
Shattered
remember the name
Dreams
of it.
or something like that.
Shattered something. Yeah.
Yeah, Shattered Pelvis.
Shattered memory.
Ew,
So
old people.
let's see, did I go first last time?
No, I did. You can go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say, let's go 71 on this.
Oh, I'm actually close with you on that one. I said 73.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to just be more of the same. It should be, instead of Silent Hill Downpour, it should be Silent Hill Downhill Slide or something. Because that's what the series has been doing, just sliding downhill. So
Well, I really liked the first two, so I hope that they bring it back.
yeah, the original ones were good, and I lost interest in them a long time ago, and I haven't played them in years upon years. So I mean,
This month they're also releasing the HD remakes of 2 and 3. Why they didn't include 1 is beyond me, because 1 is the best game in the series.
I agree. I would have bought that. I remember we were just talking about this recently, and I had said I was gonna probably pick it up just because I wanted to have them all in my collection, and then you're like, yeah, the one's not included. I'm like, well, screw that then. Like,
Yeah.
it's the
What
biggest
kind of
waste of a
collection is
production. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So 73, 71. That's kind of interesting.
Okay.
The only way we could tie is if it's 72.
That's true, yeah. I think about that.
And then the last game that I have written down, and obviously if you think of any extras or something you want to include, we can throw them in. But I had Ninja Gaiden 3 written down,
Okay.
and I'm probably overshooting this, but I had written down an 84.
Okay.
And that's a straight guess. I mean, I know nothing about these. The last Ninja Gaiden I played, no lie, is the one for the NES.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've played all of them.
Yeah,
the reboot that came out for the Xbox a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
I really liked, but it was too hard for me, so I never got too far in it.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty difficult.
It was a great game, though. It was really good. I mean, that's like how you reboot a series. But the problem was the guy that spearheaded that is no longer at Team Ninja, so I'm thinking it's not going to be so good. The second Ninja Gaiden was not very well received, partially because the camera always sucks.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard anything about if they've fixed the camera, if they even noticed anything was wrong with the camera.
Right.
So if I had known that, I'd be able to make a better guess. But I'm going to go lower than you again. What did you say?
84.
I'll go 78 on that one.
Okay. Cool. So those are the 6 that I had come up with, at least. Major releases coming out for March.
Was that it? Was that 6 already?
That was 6, yeah.
Yeah,
we
I
ran
want some more.
well, here, let me take a look real quick.
Let's do another one.
Yeah. I don't know. Tell me, tell the audience a story while I'm looking this up.
So, yeah, there was.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just want to look this up because it feels like there should be something else coming out this month that we didn't include. I don't know what it. I mean,
It's all good. No, if that's all we saw. It's all good.
yeah, that's the only thing I really came up with. I'm just looking at GameFly right now.
No, that's cool. Forget it.
But
We should be more prepared for this.
yeah, I don't want to do homework. Fuck
We
that.
gotta do our homework for this podcast.
Yeah, but well, speaking of looking at GameFly, we'll pause for a second for our little intro theme song, but we're gonna hit up the Circus of Values.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
All right, so Circus of Values. I don't really have any deals prepared here. I know that you said you had a couple.
I do.
I'm gonna be looking up some deals now while you're talking for a little bit, and then I'll see what I can come across here.
All right, cool. There's some deals going on PSN this week. Started on, I think, the 4th of March. These are the Assassin's Creed games that are going on. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is $20.99. I think all these end on the 13th, by the way. Dungeon Hunter Alliance for the PS3, which is $8.99. I just spent $40 on that for the Vita, so I feel like a chump.
Are these all? You said these are download only from PSN?
Yeah, these are
Okay.
all PS3 games on PSN. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Fancy Pants Adventures. Who knows what that is?
I actually downloaded the demo for that on 360.
What? Oh my god.
It was pretty shit.
I shouldn't even talk to you anymore for you admitting that.
Alright, I'll shut up.
God of War Origins Collection, $27.99. That doesn't seem like a very good deal.
No, it doesn't at all.
Hydrophobia Prophecy is only $2.99. I actually downloaded that and it's really cool. It's like a third-person action game in which this like base is being flooded, and the water physics are really cool. For $2.99, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
An Infamous Festival of Blood, $6.99. Jurassic Park the game, which we mentioned on the last episode,
Love
is
that game.
$19.99. That's a permanent price drop. That's
Wow.
really good.
That's a steal.
So that one's not going to be going away on the 13th. That's permanent.
Cool.
Just Cause 2, one of my favorite games.
Great game.
$19.99, permanent price drop.
Cool.
Limbo, another great game, $10.99.
Love that game too.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for $10 though, it still seems expensive because I only played it once and I was pretty much content with that.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Resident Evil 4,
we paid 15,
$13.99.
didn't we?
Excuse me?
Limbo, we paid 15, didn't we?
I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Resident Evil Code Veronica X, $9.99. Space Ace, $4.99. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition, $10.49. Then there's a bunch of PSP games. PS1 Classic, Chrono Trigger is $6.99. That's really good. That's a great game.
Yeah.
PSP, let me see if there's anything really good. Gun Showdown is $9.99. Dissidia Duodecim is $20.99. That seems expensive.
Yeah, it does.
SWAT, $9.99. Vita, MLB The Show comes out. All the Vita games that are downloadable on PSN are $5 off. If you guys didn't know that, so that's pretty cool. If you want to save $5 and just download the Vita games instead of buying it with the case, you can get it for $5 off. So MLB 12 The Show is $34.99 as opposed to $40. MotorStorm RC, I don't know what that stands for. And they have Unit 13 for $35.99. That's a first-person shooter, I think, for the Vita. So some good deals on PSN this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking across the internet right now while you were talking, and not really finding too much, honestly. I mean, Amazon has Saints Row the Third on clearance for $55.88. It's like $4 cheaper. It's not really a good deal.
No.
Hey, when does Kid Icarus come out for the 3DS?
I think April, late March or April, something like that.
No, March 23rd. Hey, let's go back to the main topic here.
Sweet, okay.
Yeah, let's add that game in there. Kid Icarus for the 3DS. It's definitely one I'm looking forward to. I don't even know how I would even try to. How would you even think to score that? Because I mean, there hasn't been a Kid Icarus basically since the NES.
Well, I know some information about this. So.
God, I'm hoping it's going to be good because I mean, I've been
Me
stoked
too, I
about this
want
for
it.
like 2 years.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted a 3DS.
Yeah,
you know,
me too. I guess I'm just gonna straight guess. I'll say 81. I'll say fuck it.
Well, I'm scared because
I'm hoping it's gonna be better, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go middle of the road there.
in Japan, they released a holder that you're supposed to use when you play it.
Oh, fuck.
Because so and it's going to be released here too. So I think it's being bundled in with the game.
Oh,
the
God.
fact that the game cannot be held and played without this holder
It's like Resident Evil.
scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's
God.
weird. So
No.
I'm gonna go lower than you. What did you say?
I said 81. That's a little too high, I think.
I'm gonna go 75. I think the
Yeah.
controls are going to kill it.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with Resident Evil Revelations. Is that GameStop now has that little connection you can you pop your 3DS into, and it gives you a second thumbstick.
The second stick.
Yeah, and it looks cheap as shit.
Yeah, I know.
But actually, I just brought up cheapassgamer.com, and I'm looking at some of the Sunday ad deals. I'll just kind of run through those real quick. You got a Xbox 3. This is at Best Buy. Xbox 360 250 gig console for $249. Kinect sensor $99.
I know you get Mass Effect 3 for free if you buy a 4 gig Kinect bundle, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you don't have a 360 yet and you've been living under a rock, you can...
And you've been missing out on the best system that's out right now.
You can get one and get Mass Effect 3 for free, which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. They're saying Batman Arkham City is $29.99. Or if you are a subscriber to the Gamer Magazine, which I am, they have a $20 off coupon in this month's issue, which would actually make it $10 at that point. So that's
awesome.
That's a steal. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, purchase MLB 12 The Show for both PS3 and Vita and save $20. We already talked about that. Skyrim's on sale for $40.
That's a good deal. Jesus.
Yeah, $39.99.
That is a great game.
Let's see.
Even though the combat kind of sucks.
Yeah, I liked it. I just it's typical of me not to get into games like that. I bought it anyway.
You like Fallout, though. I mean,
I love Fallout.
It's pretty much the same fucking shit, really.
Yeah. GameStop, it says Soul Calibur 5 is $49.99. They say select PSP games are $10 each, but
Really?
they don't actually give you titles here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so you may want to check out GameStop just to see which titles are included in that. Tekken Hybrid Limited Edition is $40. So again, there's a lot of fighters on sale right now.
Because they suck.
They suck dick. Kmart. When was the last time you heard Kmart?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's an East Coast thing, but actually I have one right down the street.
We do too.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's not an East Coast thing.
Oh, I
Dude.
thought it was. Sorry, I didn't mean to be racist.
offending me?
Fuck you, West Coasters. You and your earlier time. It's like 20 to 4 in the morning right now.
If you wake up like late as fuck.
Yeah, I don't have to work till 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow.
I get up at 6 every morning.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Work. Anyway, Kmart, Xbox 360 4 gig Connect bundle and Mass Effect 3 for $29.99. $299.99.
Told you so. See,
yeah,
I have
it
good
says
information.
There's also a $20 gaming coupon deal on Mass Effect 3 that isn't in the ad. That's listed as online only. So you may be able to get $20 off if you order online from Kmart. So.
Kmart.
It's funny because my flea market is it's called the Quakertown Farmers Market. It's the place that we brought you to when you were out here, and where Video Bonanza was, and everyone calls it Q Mart.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm like Kmart and Q Mart. Let's see, Target free $20 gift card with the purchase of a 3DS. So if you haven't gotten a 3DS yet, you can get $20 off. I'm sure you're the next purchase, so you could probably just get a game for $20 off.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's
almost a free game.
Yeah, and save $10 when you buy MLB 12 The Show and any Fan Central item. I don't know what the hell that means. That's stupid. Toys R Us, buy one get one 50% off all DS, 3DS, and PS Vita video games. That's a pretty good deal. Yeah. Yeah, buy one get one 50% off. That's pretty sweet. Toys R Us has a buy a 3DS system and get a $25 gift card. $10 gift card if you buy MLB 2K12. Don't buy it. It's a waste of money. Or Mass Effect 3.
You don't know that. It might be very good.
I'm sure it blows
Hey, we should
ass.
do that game.
What?
For our Metacritic thing.
When does that? Yeah, that should come out this month too, huh?
They always come out at the same time, don't they?
Yeah, that should. Well, because I was actually really blown away because I was flipping through channels at work today because all the poker players were bitching at me because I had reruns of SportsCenter on. They're like, "This happened yesterday. Show us some live sports." I'm like, why don't you go home and turn on the TV if that's what you're here for? So,
freaking degenerate gamblers.
Yeah, it's like pay attention and play your damn cards and stop watching TV, asshole. But anyway, Sorry, a little bit of some rage there.
Nerd rage.
Nerd rage. Disgruntled employee of the month. But preseason baseball was actually being played. I'm like, when the hell did this start?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm like, what the crap? But it was like the Devil Rays and the Twins, or I'm sorry, the Rays. They're not the Devil Rays anymore. They actually added 2 extra playoff teams starting this year for baseball. I'm like, wow, let's drag it out even longer. Great. It's like a 8-month season as it is. But anyway, what were we just talking about? MLB 2K12. Yeah. Shit. MLB 12, the show, I gave it 90. I'll let you go first because I went first on Kid Icarus. I got
72.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Do I think it's gonna be higher or lower than 72? That's the question. I'll go 73. I'll give it some credit, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. There's another one. Let's see what else is going on. I think that was it for the Sunday ads.
Okay.
So I'm just scrolling down the forum right now just to make sure. Yeah, that's all he had posted as far as that's concerned. Let me just make sure there's no other cool deals going on here. Amazon, no, nothing really good. Oh, apparently the Amazon credit, when they do those credit deals. Let's see, you get a $10 Amazon credit if you pre-order Borderlands 2. 2K12 $10 credit. Mass Effect 3, well, it's too late for that because it already came out. All the Silent Hill games, I think HD Collection or Downpour, you get $10 credit. The HD Collection is $5 credit, sorry. Tiger Woods 13, if you pre-order that, you get $10 credit towards Amazon, which I'm not really sure why you'd pre-order that game, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not really seeing anything.
Any news?
Yeah. Do you have any? You were able to find anything?
Yep, I got some news.
Cool. News.
Do we have a news jingle?
Yeah, we should. Like on. And now, bringing you the news.
Okay. This kind of makes me sad, but kind of happy. As you know, Sega has put out the last couple of Marvel games, and some of them have been good, and some of them have not.
Yeah.
Most of them have not. It says that Sega will not be doing any more, so they're all done with all of their hero tie-in games.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, the Iron Man games were freaking terrible, even though I think you liked the second one.
Dude, was it the first one or the second one?
The second one.
Oh, man, yeah, I don't know. It was only like, it's not that I liked it, it's just I didn't find it to be like as horrific as you did.
You could beat it in like 3 hours, and the controls.
That's why I liked it. I was like, sweet, beat it.
Yeah, I beat it like the night I got it.
You beat it.
Yeah. And then Thor was awful. That came out this year. They also did one of the Hulk games that was really, really bad.
God, yeah.
But they also did Captain America, which I really, really enjoyed. Of course, they didn't develop these games, but they published them, and I don't think they gave the developers enough time to make the other ones really good. But I did enjoy Captain America a lot, so I was a little sad to see that Sega won't make them anymore. Because I love Sega. I think they're a cool publisher, and the fact that they were doing the Marvel games was cool, but they really didn't do a lot of them justice.
No, that's true. Yeah, no, you're right.
So it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that Assassin's Creed 3 is going to have co-op.
Oh, that'd be so fucking tight, dude.
Yeah.
It would actually breathe new life into that series for me.
If that's true, that'll become a pre-order for me.
Yeah, me too. Me too, because
that would be so fun to play with somebody.
A nice big game that you and I could hit up over Xbox Live would be just epic.
Yeah, that game would be perfect for co-op.
Yeah, well, Brotherhood should have been fucking co-op. It was all about teaming up with like 3 other guys and having like a team. And like I don't know. I don't think it had co-op, did it? Like,
no, it just had multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the biggest drop ball in the world right there.
So again, that's just a rumor, but if it's true, that'll be really cool.
That sounds great. Yeah.
SimCity has been announced for SimCity 5, I guess, or the next SimCity has been confirmed for PC in 2013.
I was like, oh my god, because I just brought that article up.
Yeah, which is awesome. I hope that it comes out for consoles, but I know that translating those PC strategy games to consoles is a time-consuming thing. Yeah,
it's tough. Yeah.
But just the fact that they're making it, I'm excited for that because
Yeah.
that was always one of my favorite series.
SimCity's amazing.
Yeah. So with that coming out, I'm just holding out for hope that they'll be able to make it console one, and
Oh, it'd be so
I will
cool.
play it and love it and be all about it. So,
Yeah, no, I'm looking at screenshots of it. Right? Actually, there's a video as well, but
oh, cool.
I don't want to play that because the sound would come through. But
And the last little bit of news I have is the PSN announced their Gamers' Choice Awards winners. On PSN, they let people vote on their favorite games and stuff like that. So the best PSN exclusive was Infamous Festival of Blood. I don't know what that is. I guess that's just like an expansion pack for Infamous 2, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I'm not sure. Best PSN game is Resident Evil 4, which is what, like a 6-year-old GameCube game?
Yeah, really.
It's kind of crazy. Best PSN game playable online is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Edition. Best PS3 full game is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Best PlayStation Move game is Dungeon Hunter Alliance.
Huh.
I didn't know that was a Move game. That's
I didn't
interesting.
either.
Best 3D game God of War Origins Collection.
Cool.
Best PlayStation Classic Chrono Trigger, of course.
Yeah.
Best mini game is Angry Birds, of course. Best PSP game is Dissidia 012 Duodecim Final Fantasy for PSP. And PlayStation Community Award Best Indie is Limbo.
Limbo's
So,
awesome, yeah.
I thought those were pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking up. Well, we already finished the Metacritic scores, but apparently I'm on G4TV.com and they have their Street Fighter Cross Tekken review up already.
Uh-oh.
And I'm looking at. I gave it 87. You gave it an 80. They're giving it. Well, they based theirs on a 5-point scale. So basically, if you double it to give it on a 10-point scale, they were giving it a 9 out of 10.
They give it a 4.5?
4.5 out of 5. Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah. I was just reading. I wanted to see since we already gave our opinions. I wanted to see like how close we were.
Well,
And-
X plays a bunch of idiots, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's getting stupid now. I stopped taping all those shows now.
They gave Kingdoms of Amalur a 2.5 out of 5. I'm like,
That's ridiculous.
are we playing the same game? Like,
Yeah.
I could not believe it. I saw that on YouTube. Stupid DirecTV doesn't carry G4 anymore, so
Yeah.
I have to get all my X-Play stuff from YouTube. But I saw that and my mouth dropped. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And the combat alone is worth more than that, but whatever.
Just for my interest now, I actually want to look up some of the games that we already predicted. I want to see if there's any scores coming through for them yet.
Damn you. Well, don't do that. Don't give anything away yet because we need to save it for the next episode or whatever.
Oh, that's true. Well, Mass Effect came out today though, so there's already scores on that.
I know, but let's just save it.
Put it this way, it's going to be really interesting to see how Mass Effect actually settles throughout the first month. Because
Yeah.
with you giving it 93, me at 94, that's as of right now. Again, it's the day it came out. It has to settle over the course of the month, because it will fluctuate. But as of now, it's actually PS3 is you would have hit PS3 head on, and I would have hit 360 head on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird.
So I mean, if we were to average it out right now, it would be a tie because it would be like a 93.5.
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's insane. But yeah, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I won't look up anymore. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, so it's gonna be a short episode for episode 2.
It's alright.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much hit up everything we wanted to hit as far as I remember, right? I
It
mean,
doesn't have to be long, yeah.
yeah. Well, we're closing in on an hour right now, so I mean that's good enough as far as I mean, well, we hit up. What was the first thing we did? What you're playing? Well, we didn't talk too much about that because obviously we hadn't been playing a whole lot. So we did the Metacritic predictions, which that'll pretty much be like a first Monday of the month, or the first episode of the month. That's actually the other thing too, to let you guys know, is that we're pretty much, I think we're planning on releasing episodes once a week every Monday, so you guys can not wonder when you have to keep checking back to iTunes or which I don't know if did we actually say that we were up on iTunes already?
Yeah, we are. I downloaded it from there.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know if we had said it earlier in the
no,
podcast.
yeah,
So
I don't think so.
yeah. Obviously the Facebook page we already talked about. and we are up and fully running there as a fan page of our, as they think we are a radio station, because they don't have like a podcast category. But so the Facebook page is up and running. So hit us up over there. We are officially up on iTunes right now, so hopefully you guys are either hearing it. I actually have been posting the link for the podcast on the Facebook page as well. So if you guys out there don't have access to iTunes or an iPod or iPhone or however you hook up to it, it will be posted on the Facebook fan page as well. So you guys can either download it or just stream it on your computers. So there's multiple ways to get a hold of the podcast at this point. You know, I think I covered all bases for people, you know, whether or not they can get iTunes or not and everything else. So I think we're covering all the bases there. And
we need to make an Android and iPhone app.
Yeah.
So we can just download it on our smartphones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's different ways to actually develop apps for free and for phones and stuff. So if I ever
get on this.
If I ever get brave
bastard.
enough, yeah, right.
So lazy.
I was up till like 5 a.m. like 4 days in a row trying to figure out how to convert the damn podcast and like upload it.
Josh is like the wizard about all this stuff. All I do is I turn on Skype and talk. He handles everything else. So.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy
Kudos
doing
to
it.
him.
Thanks, man. Once I think once I get it down and once I understand it, like where it just becomes like second nature, it'll take me like I'll have it edited and ready like the next day. But I just for those of you who actually follow my YouTube channel, which actually I forgot to plug on the first episode, but if you guys are somehow tripped across us over iTunes and don't know about our YouTube channels, you can search for go to youtube.com/AC Cardshark, all one word, and on there, I had showed that I had just gotten a new Mac for basically for doing this, for podcasting, but as well as for my videos. And for being somebody who's been on PC for my entire life, it was the hardest transition I think I've ever made. I mean, I've been on PCs to the point where I used to like build them myself. And like, you know, like just rip shit apart on the inside and replace stuff and fix computers, and I was like a whiz with that. And then I got in this and I felt like I was like my mom trying to learn how to email for the first time. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, I'm going to minimize a window up in the upper right corner and it's in the upper left corner. I'm like, ew. So it's really tough, but yeah, I mean, you know, going through GarageBand and all that kind of stuff, and setting up Skype to record through GarageBand with the sound effects and everything else. It's been an adventure to say the least. I mean, it's been fun. But like I said, once I get it down, it'll be like second nature. We'll be able to pop these things out like they're nothing. So.
If it was up to me to do this, we'd have like one episode and it would never be uploaded anywhere. Nobody would ever hear it.
Yeah,
seriously.
I got really frustrated with the night on Sunday night. Actually, I stayed up till about 5:30 in the morning. Just like the sun started coming up, and I'm like, what the crap? And I was just so hot on the trail of getting it done, because iTunes does not make it easy to publish these things. And you have to host it on a website, because they refuse to host them because of all the space they would have to have in servers. So they actually, I mean, if you guys click into iTunes, all you're doing is clicking a link to another website to download it from. And iTunes basically is putting out no money for the space, and they're getting, you know, when you buy a podcast or whatever, or not a podcast because they're all free, but like if you buy like music, you're not downloading anything from them. They're just redirecting you to somebody else's website. So they're getting paid just to have like to be the middleman. Like let's say if like Dave Matthews Band puts out a new album and says, hey, I want it on iTunes. If you click buy, Dave Matthews gets their cut, but like iTunes is getting a cut just because the link came from them. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. like you know, now that I'm quote unquote an artist, you know, like uploading to their servers, like you have to upload to a separate website, then you have to link it through a web blog, and then from the web blog link it to iTunes.
Yeah,
it was such a pain in the ass, but I mean, it is a really good way to reach, you know, mass media and stuff. So, and not mass media, but mass, you know, listeners. So yeah, I mean, if you guys like, you know, we said in the last episode, if you have any suggestions or any kind of ideas for future shows, the Facebook page is the place to do it. I was going to make a website, but it's just getting to be like too much now. So I was like, Facebook is nice and simple. I should say almost everybody has a Facebook.
Yeah, I don't.
Exactly. That's why I said it. almost everybody has a Facebook, and I figure, I mean, shit, my mom has one, and she's 60, so it's like, I'm like, well, if my mom has a Facebook, pretty much everyone does, almost everyone. So that's the easiest way to go about it. Just find us on there, leave us comments. You can always send us a message on there, like a private message or whatever. If you have any suggestions, post on our wall. We want to hear from you guys. Like, we want to hear some feedback and what you guys want to see or don't want to hear anymore, or whatever. And like I said, we have the question and answer, like a little section up there for next week's episode.
I'm guessing they don't want to hear any more about the intricacies about how we get this on iTunes.
No, I'm done with that.
Just taking a stab at that.
I don't even want to hear about it. I'm having a headache just thinking about having to do it again. But so like I said, guys, I mean, I'm pretty much cool for this episode as far as what I wanted to put out there. And as always, hit up the Facebook, hit up the YouTube. We have the Shark and Pixel Show, the old episodes still posted up there if you guys want to go visit that if you haven't had a chance. youtube.com/sharkpixelshow.
Let us know if you're interested in being a guest, and as long as you're not a serial killer, we'll have you on.
Yeah, because obviously, we have to call each other, and I don't really want to talk to some psycho.
What are you wearing?
Hey guys, I'm wearing my lucky thong.
Oh,
it's like, ugh. But I mean, there's plenty of people out there I think we would have some good times with having on the show as a guest. And I actually have
even if you have like different points of views, like, I think we welcome that. Like, if you listen to our top 10 and you were like, oh my god, I can't believe these assholes didn't have Modern Warfare, and that's great. We love hearing different points of view.
Yeah, I mean, like motherfucker, where's Skyrim?
I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of that.
Sure, yeah. I mean, and what we can do is, if we have some multiple people or whatever that respond on the Facebook or something, we can always get 2 or 3 people to come in, and we'll record for 10 minutes with each person or something, and just get their points of view. Maybe if you want to come on the show with your top 10, and we could talk about it or debate it or whatever you want to do, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, just interactive, man. That's what it's all. Yeah, it's what it's all about.
We should have made that our fucking theme song. There's this song from 50 Cent, "Blood on the Sand," that we always sing.
Yeah.
And we should have done that. Like, put our own lyrics to it.
It's what we're about.
It's a Cynical Pixel Show.
Pixel Show. But
awesome.
it was funny. I was at the club the other day, and they had 50 Cent came on, like, the Music Choice channel, and I was like, Mindy, check it out. It's Blood on the Sand.
It's not a great game, by the way, if you never played it.
Yeah, I actually was. When I saw his face on the screen, I was like, I kind of want to go back and play it again.
It was a good game. Yeah.
We should hit it up again for like the 4th time.
Yeah.
But I think we're done with that one. But anyway, so it's gonna wrap it up, guys. Episode 2 of the Cynical Pixel Show. Again, guys, thank you for your support and building this audience up and building up hopefully a successful show. And next week, if you guys have some topic ideas, drop us a line on Facebook. Maybe we could use them for an upcoming episode, because a lot of times we have some trouble coming up with what we want to talk about and stuff, what's interesting and everything else. So, just if you have some ideas, we're definitely listening. So, that's gonna wrap it up. So, until next time, guys, this is Josh
and Mike.
All right, take care, guys.
Late.